Little huddle. Eugene O'Hare looks to be the man in charge this evening. From Dromara, the referee. You're all very welcome to Destination Uri. I can see Ballyholland in a little huddle there. Shane Mulholland, the man in charge, and Shane was a very experienced campaigner. His father Sean, another great Ballyholland stalwart over the years, Stephen.
Yeah, funny actually. I teach with Shane's sister Kathy down in St Clements and Kilkeel, and I know that obviously right, Kathy had a long history with Camogie as well, and Shane obviously went down in the big GA family, so but Shane's done a very, very good job at Ballyholland, and they've been hit as well with people moving away from home and things like that, so credit where credit's due. I
think I remember, Stephen, rightly you were saying there about Kathy when you won that. I remember travelling on the bus with you that day, and Kathy was on the bus. I always talk to people about that game, Stephen. It's a game where the underdogs didn't come back once, but 2 or 3 times from the dead that day.
Yeah, Patsy, funny, you won't believe this, but during the week I was talking to Tom Cunningham, and Tom had just been back from San Francisco, and we were mentioning, we actually, nearly every time we speak to each other, we talk about that game, But I'll live long in the memory, Patsy, and thank God that we have the video footage and your excellent commentary, of course, Patsy, to watch in future,
Yeah. Well, Steve, we were about to get underway here, folks. The remaining tie in the qualifier round between neighbours Ballyholland and Saval. Midfielders taking up their positions. The referee is Eugene O'Hare. Around the vein. Emma Lennon from Saval will sing Around the Vein. Emma Lennon there singing. A few more messages coming from Fiona. Thanks, Destination Uri, great service. Paul Davis acting us up for Warren Point, great coverage. Thank you. Shane watching in New York. He knocked in the goal to the point with Ross McGarry, Gary Morgan and Ryan McAleenan. Point for the Intermediate Championship. That's a good young blue side. They could be in Division 1 next year. Tidy bunch of lads up the point from Canada. As Eugene O'Hare gets underway, players taking up their positions here in Park Esler. The last remaining tie, the quarter-final draw, will be and Paul Murphy fouled there right away. Chance for Ballyholland to launch an attack. And Stevie, is that a free in there?
He's given a free out, Patrick.
Yeah. Johnny Hughes to pick the free for the Saval men. A ball away to the far side of the field, picked up by Mike McCarthy. Does well. Ball coming in now to Niall Mulvanna, or Brendan Turley rather. Saval on the attack. Michael McCarthy didn't get it away. Ball coming into Robbie White. Robbie looks a talented lad for the Harps, but well intercepted there. Donald Murphy. Free to the Saval men. Ball coming across, but it's picked up there by Kieran Murphy. Good play from Kieran. Finds the midfielder, Paul Murphy. That's a free. Paul was fouled in the process there. Opening moments here. And I think the referee's going to book someone here, Stephen.
Yeah,
just a tick.
It's just a tick. It's just a tick early on.
That's a little warning.
Yeah.
Still looking for the first score, the crossfield ball. But that's good defending there from the Saval men, and going for it there was Keelan Rice, but he didn't get it on this occasion. Picked up by the midfielder James Patterson. Harps looking to launch an attack. Well picked up by the corner man Tony Haven. Good play there from Niall McQuillan. McQuillan gets it back to Haven. Avon been boxed up very near the sideline. It's went over the sideline, and that's good defensive pressure there from the Saval men, Stevie.
Yeah, Saval, just Patsy, we'll look at a break and play here. Last week when we played Saval, Stephen Kearney just went straight back into the defence and played as an out-and-out sweeper. But I see tonight he cut out that free kick there deep in his own half back line, so it could be the sign of things to come in that respect again tonight.
Yeah, if you're listening, wherever you're listening in the world or watching us on Destination Uri, let us know, folks. You can go to the comment box, and Shauna will tell me and Stephen here in the commentary box, and we'll give you a little mention. We had quite a lot of Warren Point people on earlier there. Good ball into the corner there from Stephen Kearney, but very near the end line. Still kept in play. Niall Medine did well. Ball out now to Stevie Kearney. It's hanging, but it's gone to the left, and that's the first wide of the evening to Saval. Stephen.
First wide of the evening to Saval, Patsy, but great work in the corner from Niall Medine. Great first touch and a nice ball recycling into the scoring zone there.
Yeah, and Stephen, I have a funny feeling this could be a low scoring affair. Right? Very wet, slippery underfoot conditions out there, but you never know.
Yeah, well, the teams met a few weeks back, and I think it was 2-8 to 0-9, I think, to Saval. So, it always is tight between these two.
POB says Jarlath McCarthy's former housemate hopes Saval can do the business tonight, watching in Liverpool. Good man, POB. A lot of people in Liverpool, Stevie, tuning in this evening.
Yeah, a lot of guys at university there, Patsy, as well.
Ball kicked out there, but well picked up. Johnny Hughes. Long ball from Johnny. And going for it there was young Rice. Offloads to the full forward. Niall Medine.
It's another wide.
That's gone wide again, Stephen. And that's the second wide for Saval.
Yeah. I think it's important, Patsy, for Ballyholland to start well here tonight. The last couple of games they've played, they haven't really started that well, and I think Shane would be keen to make sure they start well tonight. Yeah.
A man down injured at the moment, Stevie. Ballyholland man.
Can't see the number, Patsy, so I'm not too sure who it is from here.
Yeah, he seems to be in a bit of pain.
I think it could be Damien Campbell.
Declan Morgan says, come on, Saval. Is that Declan used to manage him, Stevie?
Possibly could be, Patsy, yeah. Possibly could be.
Declan, like yourself, a PE teacher. E.T. McGivern, good man, Emmett. Good win for the point. Good to hear my good friend Barney, yes. Emmett McGivern, a great star there in St Mark's School. Emmett was the same year as myself. Sean Rooney. Barney taught me all my skills. Come on, the Blues. Yeah. Barney's over in the other commentary box here this evening. Barney, you're still getting comments here. Barney's watching, and Stevie has took over as the assistant commentator this evening. Stephen Poacher, and just speaking of Stephen, he's going to have a little show coming up on Destination Uri on Wednesday evenings from 4:30 onward, Shauna tells us. So Stevie, I'm sure you're looking forward to that. We'll talk about that later on here.
Yeah, we'll mention that later on, Patsy. Yeah, it should be good, pretty.
Yeah. Kick out for the Ballyholland men. Rory Matthews sending the ball out towards the centre of the field. Paul Murphy in there trying to fight possession, but Saval have won it with
good work from Ballyholland.
Ronan Digney. Long searching ball there. Niall Medine does well. Nice little offload from Niall to the centre half forward. Rory Digney. Soccer style there. Ball out towards Brandy Turley. Brandy scored a couple of great points against the Bridge the last day.
It's another wide, Patsy.
Another wide. Steve, that's the third wide for Saval.
It's very difficult though too for Saval, Patsy, because Ballyholland, as you look up the field, the three forwards up there and everyone else is flooded back there. But again, Patsy, another long ball to Niall Medine and it stuck.
Niall seems to be the target man in there for the Saval men.
Niall is playing extremely well at the minute, Patsy, and at the start of the year with the down under 21s, Niall was going very well until he broke his ankle. And delighted to see him back playing well because he's a super lad and he's got an awful lot to offer this county in the next few years.
Rory Matthews with the kick out here in Park Ashler. This remaining qualifying tie. Great fetch there from Tony Havern. Did well to gain possession, and that's a free. Harps in a hurry to get on those headings. Niall McQuillan was fouled. Tony Havern will take it. Chance here for the number 13.
Let's score.
Yeah, it's gone over the bar.
Yeah, it's Gunnar. It's
Paddy Quinn.
Gunnar Quinn.
Yeah, Paddy Quinn has put it over, wearing number 23 there for the Harps. The first score of the game, Stephen, and
first score of the game
right away here, Stephen.
Yeah, I think it was that last incident there, Patsy, when Damien went down injured.
Kevin Dunn's going to come on. Kevin was initially to start here this evening.
But just looking there, Patsy, Damien's just sort of told the bench he's okay again,
Well, Damien doesn't want to go off. He's a very experienced campaigner for the Harp, Stephen.
Great man marker, Patsy. Plays his heart in his sleeve.
Ball away at the far side of the field. Broken down. Robbie White has possession. Out towards the right half back, McCrink. Very near the sideline out there. It's gone out over the line. Ball taken there by Donald Murphy.
Stephen Kearney the outlet again.
Yeah, Stephen has one possession. As you say, he's playing that sweep and roll. He's gone 20, 30, 40 metres. Nice little offload. Chance for Saval to get the equalising score here. Back now to Stephen Kearney. Pops one into the corner towards Young Rice. Young Rice in there with Colin Barry.
He's done well.
Keelan Rice done really well. I think he's fouled there, Stephen. Yes, Eugene Maher agrees with us on this occasion. It's going to be a free in to the Saval men. Who usually takes the frees for them? Is it Stephen Kearney or?
No, well, it'll be Niall Medine.
Yeah. And they're missing Donny Hughes, of course. That's a big blow to any team.
Oh, Patsy.
We're not quite sure on Donny's injury at the moment, Stephen, are we?
No, not. But funny, I just seen him coming in from the warm-up there, and he was at the front of the crew with his gear on. So I don't know if maybe just doing a warm-up or is he actually available. I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Ball in hand, takes the shot. It's dropping in. Has it got the accuracy?
Yeah.
It certainly has. It's gone over the bar. Niall Medine the scorer, and they're all level here, Stephen. It's 1 point each here. It's 8 minutes gone in the first half. Patsy Roddy, what was the final score in the point game? I think it was 3-11 to 6 points, Patsy. Sean and John Mitchells in Liverpool. Our loss is Saval's gain. Good luck to Mick McCarthy. Ronan Kitson, best luck to Saval. Hopefully they can do the business. Stephen Sands, great to watch the game from Chester. Yes, Stephen, you were a former great Saval player. Liverpool JMU, watching Big Mick McCarthy. All the best from the John Moores. Fair play to you, John Moores out there in Liverpool. Ball picked up now by Niall Mulvanna. Niall offloads, nice little offload picked up by McQuillan. McQuillan does well, gets it out to Damien Campbell. Damien to James Patterson, very patient build up. The fullback Anton Hockey has it. Ballyholland working it well. Kieran Murphy. Ball in field now. That's a free. Free to the Harps. 40 or 65 metres rather from their own goal. Ball, that's a free there, is it? No, the referee says play on. It's went out over the line. Looked to be a wee little shove there.
I think it's sort of tangling the legs, Patsy. It's hard to know whether it's a free kick or not, just sort of coming together, two men.
Eugene O'Hare, the man in charge here this evening. And there's a shove there. Free to the Saval men. And Saval looked at physically a bit stronger, Stephen, don't they?
Two big teams, Patsy, in that middle third. I've always said Ballyholland are a big strong team. Eddie McAteer's coming out from full forward as well. That a bit more physicality around the middle third as well.
This is Brendan Torley, scored 2 great points again the bridge, and there was a shove there on Niall Medine, and that's going to be a free.
Yeah, very interesting, Patsy, because it's quite similar to the one at the other end there, wasn't it, a couple of seconds ago.
Correct, Stephen,
that's the thing that annoys most people and most coaches and managers, Patsy, is the inconsistency of referees at times,
Anton, I think, has been spoken to here by the referee, Anton Hockey. I'm not sure whether he was carded or not there, Stephen, but as you can see, your shot there now, Medine is about to have another pop here. And Rory Mullen, good man Rory, you're listening out there, watching us from Madrid. Come on, Ballyholland. I think you're the first Ballyholland supporter this evening we have online. Niall Medine, he's got the distance. Has he got the accuracy? He certainly has. That's Ballyholland and Niall Medine's second point. It's 2 points it's Saval and Niall Medine's second point. 2 points to 1 to Saval. A 1 point lead for the Saval men at the moment, Stephen.
Yeah, they kicked 4 or 5 ways in the trot there, Patsy, early on, so those 2 free kicks will have settled Saval.
Yeah, and I don't think it's raining out here. It's very hard to tell from the commentary box, Stephen.
No, the rain stopped, Patsy, but it's still a greasy
very
surface.
Slippery underfoot conditions.
Still a greasy surface.
A kick out, netminder Rory Matthews. Great fielding there by the midfielder Michael McCarthy. That was a great fetch from Michael. Centre half forward, Rory Digney to Kearney. That's a great effort from Stevie Kearney. Has he put it over? No, it's
another wide. I think that's 4, Patsy.
That's 4 wide, Stephen. You're quite correct. 4 wides for the Saval men. And in championship football, Stephen, as you well know, you cannot afford to miss opportunities, especially in local derbies.
Yeah, what it does, Patsy, is too as well. It grows a frustration among the team, as well when those things happen. But Saval probably the first 12 minutes of the game here. Saval's on top,
Yeah. And Rory Matthews is having a busy time kicking out, but he's kicked 4 balls from wide balls so far. So this time the ball is sent to the field. Paul Murphy will rise up there for that one, but it's well won. But they've given it away here. Harps breaking. Picked up by Robbie White. Robbie looks a talented lad. He takes the
great
shot.
Score.
It looks good from Robbie White, and he's put it over the bar.
That's a great score, Patsy.
Robbie White. He looked a very talented minor, Stephen.
Yeah. Robbie's an excellent footballer. Funny, they were playing him at they were playing him at left half back for the last few weeks. So it's interesting to see that he's moved to centre half forward. Where I personally think, Patsy, you get more out of Robbie. Yeah.
Sides level here in Park Esler. We're playing 12 minutes and 14 seconds in the first half. Declan Arnold listening from San Francisco. Ballyholland for the win as long as they get Ronan Murder on the ball enough. Ball picked up by Stephen Kearney, the former down man. Sends that ball in towards Medine there. Medine doesn't get it. Oh,
it's save. Great save.
Yeah, and Gavin Quinn got his hand out there, but the keeper did well. Oh, it's went over the bar. Didn't quite see who scored that.
Keelan Rice.
Yeah, young Keelan Rice has put it over. Stevie, you're quite correct. That's 3 points to Saval and 2, but a goal looked on there for a moment, Steve. Yeah, keeper did well, I think, to get a hand to it.
Yeah, it was just instinctive from the keeper, and closed his legs and hit his shins. But again, Patsy, another direct ball in now Medine, and it's a big part of Saval's game plan.
They're using Niall as a target man. Declan Arnold, are you the young man that played for Saul? Would that be quite correct? I think. Up the Harps. Come on, Ballyholland from Washington DC. Good man, wherever you are in Washington out there. Our woman, I should say. Are you near the White House? Let us know we are. Picked up by Stephen Kearney. 65 metres out. Gets that long ball in once again. A lovely little fetch. That's a good effort from the corner man, Keelan Rice. But Matthews comes. That's a dangerous ball across the face. Oh, it's cleared. It's gone out for a 45. And that man injured there, Stevie.
I think it's easy. I tell you what, they've done well to clear that, Patsy.
Absolutely. That was begging for somebody to.
It just goes to show you, Patsy. Keelan Rice sort of mishit that, and I tell you, Niall Medine, to be fair, to give Niall credit again, with no lost causes, he's followed that ball in, he's put the keeper under pressure, and they could have got a goal out of it. It's a lesson for any young forward. You always follow the shot in. Yeah, and I see we're going to have a Stephen Cluxton effort here from Peter Murphy. A lot of these goalkeepers, do you think Cluxton started some sort of a ritual between goalkeepers, has he? Yeah, so
Cathal Murdoch for Bourne does it, and I'm sure there's quite a few other keepers. Well, obviously they're good at taking the kickouts, but the only difference is here, Stephen, they haven't got the T for elevation.
True, Patsy. But then again, I suppose when you think about it, the goalkeeper is probably the one person in the field who is probably able to kick the ball off the ground from a distance. So therefore, it's common sense that they should be able to put a 45 over. And personally speaking, a goalkeeper should be able to strike a 45 over. And just an interesting note, Patsy, deep in injury time last week or 2 weeks ago when we played Saval, Peter Murphy struck over a 45-yard free kick to equalise in injury time. So it's an important tool to have in your team.
Absolutely, a 1 point lead for Saval at the moment, folks. 3 points to 2. And that Ballyholland Harpsman getting up. Pat Fox, Newry Bosco. Could you wish the Bosco girls junior team all the best this Saturday as they take on their Ulster journey against Strabane Sigerson. Well, Pat, I hope the Bosco girls do well. You've done very well to win us at the Down Junior Ladies Football Championship. So we're waiting on Peter Murphy here. He's all in white this afternoon, or this evening I should say. Let us know where you're watching us this evening, folks. Murphy's got the distance. Has he got the accuracy? He certainly has. Peter Murphy, the score, and Saval increased their lead. It's Saval not 4, it's Ballyholland Harps not 2.
Yes, said Patsy, having a weapon like that in your team, you can strike a ball over from 45 yards comfortably, and that ball wasn't dropping over. That ball was well over.
As we said there, Stephen, a lot of goalkeepers now will be following suit, so to speak. They'll fancy themselves at 45s, and it's a great attribute to have, to be able to kick a 45 from 45 metres.
Absolutely, Patsy,
Rory Matthews' ball going the centre of the field, and Saval are getting the better of the midfield exchanges here, it'll have to be said, Stephen. There's been a free awarded to the Harps there, and the right half back Damien McCrink was in a hurry to get on proceedings, but the referee is going to have a word here with the centre half for Saval, Rory Digney.
Yeah, big Michael McCarthy's causing a few problems in there. He's won a lot of ball, which has ultimately put Saval on the front foot, and that's why they're leading 4-2. But interesting there, just noticing there, Philip Medine isn't playing for Saval. I'm just wondering, did he pick up an injury or what? Because Philip has been playing quite a bit this year. That's Niall's ball. Well
picked up now, Paddy Quinn. from Quinn. Did well to win possession. This is the corner man, Damien Campbell. Damien in known territory here, Stephen, is he? Ball out to Eddie McAteer. Eddie has possession. Dangerous dropping ball in. Keeper comes. Will he collect? Murphy doesn't get it away very far though.
Chance
here. Bang!
Goal! Great finish. Great finish.
Eddie McAteer.
It's Kieran Murphy, Patsy.
Kieran Murphy, is it?
It's a super finish from Kieran Murphy.
Yeah. Number 10, Kieran Murphy. You're quite correct, Stephen. And the Harps take the lead here.
Yeah,
4 points to 1-2.
You could probably say, Patsy, against the run of play for 17 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
Saval have been well on
That
top.
was a dangerous ball in there, and you know, the direct ball all the time paying dividends here, Stephen.
Yeah,
Murphy kicking out. 17 and a half gone in the first half. And this has really livened it up now, Stephen. Picked up by the centre half there, Rory Digney. He's fouled in the process. Referee taking the ball up there for dissent. Stephen Kearney is in a hurry to go on proceeding. He's looking to find Niall Medine in round the houses, as they say. Ball broken down fair near the end line, and Colin Barry lets it go there. Going to be 45, Stephen.
Well, initially the umpire, like, you know,
Yeah,
I don't know who's doing umpire there, but the signal should carry a bit more authority than that. You know,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
sort of a loose hand up and then dropping it again. You know.
And here we have it again, Stephen.
Yep, Peter Murphy again.
Yeah,
What's the
they say
chances
like-
then, Patsy? What do you
Well,
think?
I'm a great believer in lightning striking twice, Stevie, and I could
Yeah.
say this lad will do it again. You know?
Well, he's left-footed. It's on his right side. You know, it's in his perfect side for a left-footer.
Yeah.
It's the exact same, nearly a carbon copy of the first one. So
It's nearly in a similar position.
you would expect him then, wouldn't you, to slot it
Yeah.
over, Patsy?
Eileen Mullen is in Liverpool, cheering on Saval over here, but couldn't miss this match. Peter Murphy, as he put it wide. Well, we put the scud on him there, Stephen.
Yeah, well, you did, Patsy.
Yeah, you certainly did. That's 5 wides. A lot of people in Liverpool. Can't believe the number of people in Liverpool this evening. Young Ireland Gaelic Football Club in Philadelphia. Fair play to you. Good luck to all the boys from Philly. Mickey Clark, Keelan Haughey, Paddy Quinn, Niall McQuillan, Jonathan McAteer. First North American in 23 years. Fair play to you out there in Philadelphia this evening. So from Liverpool to Philadelphia, Stevie Poacher, we're certainly expanding, so to speak.
It's great to see, Patsy. It's a fantastic service destination, Yuri.
Rory Matthews' ball going to centre field. Players rising for it. Well up there by the number 8, Michael McCarthy. But it's well won by Kieran Murphy. Ball at the far side of the field. A bit hard to pick out these Harps numbers there. The green against
Yeah,
the yellow
it's
background,
Robbie White,
Steve.
you know.
Yeah.
Give the ball away there. Robbie will be disappointed with that.
Yeah.
Just interested to move Johnny Hughes out to mark Robbie White now.
Stephen Kearney's finding a lot of space on the ball here.
Yeah.
Good man in towards the wee man. Keelan Rice. Nice little offload from Keelan to Stevie Kearney down in front of us. Harps with a slender 1 point lead. But they've won back possession.
It's a great
It's a
ball.
good punt from the midfielder Paul Murphy. Picked up now by Ronnie Morda. Will he go diagonal, Stephen?
Yeah, just Gunnar had made a great run inside there. If only had got his head out a touch quicker.
Robbie White has possession. Robbie, that's
a bit loose.
a negative type of a pass there, Stephen, to Kieran Murphy, the goal scorer. He's going to pop one in. No,
That's dangerous, Patsy.
Keeper comes.
In the back.
Oh,
Keeper pushed him in the back.
yeah. Darren Cunningham. Ball played now to Keelan Rice, back helping his defence. The young man from Saval here. Nice little pass inside to the midfielder. That's a good ball in from Michael McCarthy. Well picked up by Medine. He looks a class act, this lad. Dangerous dropping ball in towards the keeper, but the full-back is there, did well. Gets it out now to Damien Campbell. Campbell away the far side of the field. Oh, Turley intercepts. This is a bread and butter chance. He must score. Drops it in as he put it over.
Right.
Oh, I thought that was over there, Stephen.
Saval could rue these chances, Patsy.
Yeah,
You know, they've missed a lot of
wide
chances
for
in
him.
the first
He
half.
had all the time in the world there, Brandon Turley, but I think it was in his wrong foot, Stephen.
Yeah. You know, and
He scored 2 great points. I think it was again Mayo Bridge, Stephen, that lad.
yeah,
Brandon Turley.
Brennan's a very athletic player. You know, he's a lot of energy and he plays in the front foot from half back. You know, and it's hard to mark a player like that.
Remember, folks, you're watching us on Destination Yuri. Oh, Twitter. John Mathers is watching live in Lancaster. I think that's outside Preston. Is that right, John? Great stuff. Shout out to Collie B1. Wherever you are, go on the Harps. Good man, John Mathers. Do you know John Mathers, Stephen?
John, no, I don't know John, no. Where's he from?
He's a Ballyholland man. Darren Cunningham launches one into Medine. Medine has it now at the far side of the field, trying to work his way in. Damien Campbell sticking with him. Saval looking confident here. The midfielder Michael McCarthy's had a good game so far. Tries to find his midfield colleague, but that's well intercepted there by Young Rice. But Harps have won it back. Paul Murphy offloads it. Nice little ball to the full forward Eddie McAteer. Tony Haburn is playing out to the right half back Damien McCrink. Patient build up from the Harps here. Eddie McAteer. What will Eddie do with this one? Oh, he's given it away, and Johnny Hughes is there. They're giving it away rather easily here, the Harps.
Yeah, Shane Mulholland down there getting very frustrated, and rightly so after the hard work of turning the ball over.
Fouled in the process there. Well, he took the free himself. He's going to go, and the referee calls back the play there, Stephen.
Yeah, just on that, Patsy, just there a couple of minutes ago, Ballyholland worked very hard to turn that ball over, and they're coming out of defence, and the ball's given away, and it's very, very frustrating.
Stephen, whenever you train Mayo Bridge, I'm sure you hate to see episodes like that happening. As you say, won the ball well to get possession. Shea McCartan, good man Shea, buzzing over being able to watch the Down Championship. Salvi, good man Shea. Shea is with Burnley. Shea, remember you playing, we did a match Glennon and Rick, and you were playing that day, son, up in Ballyholland. You had a real star of a game as Keelan Rice drops one in around the houses, and there's a free to the Saval men. Ballyholland not happy there, Stephen. Have they any case there?
I don't know, Patsy.
Looked like a push in the back.
It's soft, it's soft, and
but they can ill afford to give away chances like that, especially with
now we'll tap it. We'll tap this over.
Chance to put the sides level, Stephen. We're playing 23 and a half in the first half here, and remember, folks, the draw will take place immediately after full time here, the quarter-final draw. We look forward eagerly to that, and as Niall Medine pops it between the sticks, that's Niall's third point of the evening. It's Saval 5 points, Ballyholland Harps 1 goal and 2, sides the level and all to play for. And Stephen, if they're level at the end of normal time, will there be extra time? I imagine so.
Just actually speaking about this earlier, Patsy, I think it will be, because it's a qualifier game, and I think it will be, because Patsy, we're running out of weekends now too, with league games and that to be played,
Yeah. Absolutely, Stephen. It's getting into the long nights, as they say, as Rory Matthews kicks out. The ball going the centre of the field, broken down by James Patterson.
McCarthy again.
McCarthy's doing quite well, as you say, Michael McCarthy, but Ballyholland, credit to them, won it back with Kieran Murphy, been boxed up, but he manages to get the ball away. Good ball in there from Paul Murphy. This is Eddie McAteer tries to find Ronnie Murda. Ronnie's fouled. That's a free to the Harps. A chance to take the lead once again. Who'll hit this one, Stephen? Will it be?
I think it'll either be Gunner. Yeah, it is going to be Gunner. I was going to say Gunner or Ronan.
Paddy Quinn wearing the number 23 here for the Harps here this evening. Shane Mulholland, the man in charge. Paddy Quinn takes the shot. It looks good. It is good, and Paddy has popped it over. His second point of the evening. It's Ballyholland 0-6, or Ballyholland 1-3 rather. Saval 0-5. 1 point between them here in Park Esler. And Stephen, it's a real local derby. There's nothing really exciting happening.
No, it's not, Patsy. It hasn't been an overly great game, but then
it's fear of going out here.
Well, you see, there is, because there's no second chance after tonight.
This is it. Murphy. Paul was pushing there.
Ballyholland be reasonably pleased with the start they've made, though.
Ronan Digney was pushed there in the back, and there'll be a free.
Tiny game
coming in from Gavin Quinn. Good blocking there, and there's Kieran Murphy. He's all over the place.
He's done a lot of work. Kieran's picked up a lot of loose ball in there.
Yeah. Tony Haburn gets it out now to Paul Murphy. Paul looks a very competent player still, Stephen. And Kieran Murphy, they're brothers.
Kieran was actually goalkeeper for a long time.
Yeah. That's good play by the corner man Murphy. Donald, that is. That's Tigerish defending. Harsh there. Is it, Stephen?
Well, the two men have worked hard. They've turned the ball, and you get your rewards. When you work hard, you get rewards, and he's put the free in.
Picking the ball up, and this is a chance here for the Harps to pop this one.
Absolutely.
Quinn. He's going to leave it here to Tony Haburn.
Tony Haburn seems to be the long range man, and Paddy the tighter freeze.
Yeah. 1 point between the teams. Ballyholland Harps leading here, and Ballyholland, Stephen, are underdogs in this game, according to the bookmakers.
Well, Patsy, coming into the game, both teams, if you take both teams' form coming into the game, just with this free kick.
I think it's...
No, he's missed it.
Wide,
Just coming into the game, Patsy, if you looked at both their form, Ballyholland were beat by 21 points in their last outing against Clonduff.
Yeah.
And, you know, and Saval obviously had...
a draw again the bridge.
Yeah, the draw again ourselves. So, you know, looking into both games, like Saval have been a bit of a decent run. Ballyholland lost 2 or 3 in a row. So
Michael McCarthy breaks it down there to the centre half back, Darren Cunningham. Darren, the long ball into that man, Niall Medine. Niall Medine gets there ahead of Anton Hockey. Good tackle in there by the fullback, but Saval have won it back again. Good
that's
great
work.
There by Anton Hockey.
Great work from Anton. Yeah. Just persistent, you know.
Ball broken by Robbie White. Nice little offload there to Tony Havern. Tony Havern to Damien Campbell. Harps building from the back patiently. This is the right half back, Damien McCrink. Tony Havern at the far side of the field, very near the sideline out there. They're playing it very short here, Stephen.
Yeah, it's the reason.
Colin Barry offloads it. Trying to find Roney. Roney has possession.
It's good football. That's good football. That's super football.
There's a score. And it's Paddy Quinn again, Stephen.
Well, Paddock's been out for a while, you know, and
his third point.
He's a big lift for Ballyholland again. But Pat, just you're talking about the short game there, we break and play here.
Yeah.
Ballyholland get that many men behind the ball. They don't really have an option to kick it because they find themselves too big a gap between the defence and the forward line. So therefore, the ball has to be moved through the hands.
They seem to be playing a two-man inside forward line with Paddy Quinn and Roney in there, Stephen.
Obviously they're looking to create space for those two, and then at the opposite end they're looking to stifle space. So that's just the way the modern game's gone, Patsy, and just unfortunately everybody seems to be doing it. You know.
Yeah. What about the bridge? When I seen you playing that night, Stephen, you tend to be more attacking minded and keep defenders back and play with your quarterback forwards.
We do, Patsy. The club would be traditional like that, and the fact that, you know, they would like to play open attacking football. But
I suppose like each team, it's a different system to play against them, Stephen. Would that be right?
Yeah, but you
have to be able to adapt.
Every game's a different challenge, Patsy. You know, and every coach out there likes to put their own wee stamp on things and get creative. You know, and
see Eugene's having a word here. The centre half, Darren Cunningham. I think he's going to get a yellow card. Well, folks, we've had a busy weekend. You had a double bill on Friday night. You had a double bill from Armagh on Saturday, and you're having a double bill here this evening. So plenty of football on Destination Uri, both from Down and Armagh respectively. Ball going the centre of the field, and it's picked up by Tony Havern. Tony Havern now to James Patterson. That's a wee shove there from the full back, but he's got away with the Saval full back on this occasion. Ball out now to Niall Mulvanna. Johnny Hughes. Johnny going on a solo run. He's been a bit quiet here this evening. That's Michael McCarthy. He's impressed me. Ball to Rowan Turley. Rowan Turley. Good ball inside to the corner man.
Big chance.
A chance here now for Gavin Quinn. Post here from the keeper.
Hit the post.
Hit the post rather, Stevie. Yeah.
Good effort.
That was a great effort indeed. Paul Murphy offloads it now to James Patterson. Harps had possession. This is Robbie White. And they seem to be comfortable this short game.
Yeah, Patsy, you know.
They look like Donegal, the same type of jerseys and what have you.
Same jerseys, yeah.
Niall Mulvanna. Once again, the ball coming out here to the fullback, Anton Hockey. Anton's had a good game so far here this evening. Back out to Tony Havern. Good ball from Tony. This is Paul Murphy. Way to the far side of the field. That man, Patrick Quinn. Oh, lovely little soccer style. Is it still in play, Stephen? Ronan Murdoch going for it.
It's kept him.
Saval have won back possession now, picked up by Brandy Turley. Brandy has possession. He play the ball in field to McCarthy. Good ball inside now. Johnny Hughes has it. Johnny Hughes looking to find a man. The diagonal pass out to Keelan Rice here. He's 45 out. Will he go for the point? Plays it short inside. Stephen Kearney offloads it. Or Gavin Quinn rather. Well blocked down there.
Block.
That's good defending, Stephen. Very near the sideline here.
Foul coming here. Yep. There you go. Frustration, you see. Yeah. You know, Saval's getting frustrated, you know, and rightly so. You know, like Ballyholland get enormous numbers back, and that's what tends to happen. Ball is turned over, and forward commits the foul. You know.
A few more people. Liam Collins, best of luck to Saval from New York. Good man, Liam out there in the Big Apple. Evan Coyle is in Clearwater, Florida. Big shout to all the lads in the Camlock area, sitting at the Tiki Bar in Clearwater. I'm sure it's warm out there, mate. Florida, watching the streaming with 2 new Yankee Gales. Good man. That's Owen Coyle there in Clearwater. Were you ever in Clearwater, Stephen?
No.
I was in Florida, but I don't think I was in that part of it.
Yeah, no, I've only ever been in New York on that side of the shore.
A lot of people in the States, a lot in Australia, and the referee having a word with his linesman here. Not quite sure what happened there, Steve. Is he going to call someone? It's 32 minutes on the clock. We must be on the half-time whistle here.
Yeah, it's 32 gone. I think this is he's on the blow here, you know.
And it's been a very entertaining first half, to say the least. 1-4 to 5 points. Ballyholland holding a 2-point lead. Ball going loose. Stevie Kearney running onto it here. Good defending. Keelan Rice, lovely little offload to the centre half forward. Can he score? Rory Digney, but it's gone wide. And I make that 7 wides. Ballyholland have only registered 1. They've been more adventurous with their scoring, Stephen.
Ballyholland have been more economical with their
scoring
chances, Patsy. There's no doubt about it, you know. And Saval have just rushed a few a wee bit, you know, and a wee bit more composure by Saval, and they could be 3 or 4 points clear here.
Yeah, we're looking up at the chapel here, up on Chapel Street. The lights shining around at St Mary's Chapel. Very well known part of Park Esler in the background here. I've seen a shot that Brenton Monaghan took of the floodlights in a full crowd here in Park Esler one night, Stevie. It was a great shot. You've probably seen that too.
Yeah, it actually was. Brendan's a good fella now.
Well, it's half time here, folks. 1-4 to Ballyholland Hearts. 5 points to Saval, and Stephen, the underdogs leading here at half time.
Yeah, as I said, Patsy, I think Shane Mulholland will be absolutely over the moon at that first half. It wasn't pretty, Patsy. It wasn't easy on the eye, but look, Shane's not there to entertain us. Shane's there to win a football match, you know. So at the end of the day, you know, he'll be a lot happier than PJ. Saval going in having kicked 6 or 7 wides will be extremely disappointed, but it makes for a good second half, Patsy.
Yeah, all substitutes are told to use the backfield. There you can see a few crowd shots here, so if you see a camera in front of you there, folks, you can tell your friends at home, and you could be on Destination Uri. A lot of people are actually looking at the camera here, Stephen. You can see them going past to see Pat McCourt there from Bond Bridge.
A couple of nervous looks maybe, Patsy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in television here this evening. Well, Stevie, tell us about this up and coming show you're going to have. Who are you going to have on? Different guests? Or?
Yeah, well, Patsy, I think it's you know, we're just going to we've done 2 already, and we've had Paddy Bradley and Benny Coulter on the first week we done it. Then we had John Clark and Cathal Murray, a real good one the last time.
I was very impressed with that one, Stephen. You know, some great. You posed some great questions for the 2 lads, and they certainly had some great entertaining answers, has to be said. And a lot of people like to hear what county players. And your interview with Benny and Paddy Bradley was something else too. And Paddy was actually watching us one night on Destination Uri, watching some of the matches, and a lot of the lads there, you know, there could be a lot of people listening in, and maybe they don't come on the old comment box, but we certainly like to hear from you, no matter where you're listening. You know, it certainly gives us a bit of a lift, Stephen.
Yeah, absolutely, Patsy, absolutely, you know.
I see Sean Fitzpatrick there, the Ballymartin former chairman, and Sean's son, young John, was playing there this evening. A bit disappointed, but Warren Point looked to be quite a handy side, Stephen.
Well, funny, you're talking about the show, when we done the show the last time, Patsy, we looked at the championships, you know, we spoke to Cathal Murray and John and myself, and I think John and Cathal both said, you know, that Warren Point would have been hard to beat in the intermediate championship. I actually thought Annaclone would have been hard to beat, but, you know, fantastic result for Drumgaff the other night, you know. And
played like real Trojans there, Stevie.
And, you know, fantastic result for them, and credit to Justy Lynch there, who's doing fantastic work with them. But just another point there, Patsy, on Ballymartin on the first game, you know, we talked about it earlier on, we touched on it, the immigration problem, you know, and just even the Kingdom there, looking the other night, lost so many players too, and just some clubs have been affected more than others, you know. Absolutely, and there's an awful lot of lads, Stephen, and you know, they're working out there in America or Australia or wherever they are, Canada, and even over a lot of them in Liverpool there at university, John Mears and what have you, and a lot of ladies as well, and there's somebody going mad upstairs here in the upper press box, a lot of noise up there, but these folk, they're delighted to be able to hear and see, you know, down championship matches, Stephen. You know, it's something new, and whoever who thought of it, I don't know who, was it the Down County Board or was it Destination Uri?
That was Dara McCoy.
Dara McCoy,
credit. Dara puts in an immense work here, Stephen. You've been in the studio there, and Shauna likewise here, my commentary colleague. There's an immense work behind the scenes. We do a lot of talking on the game and what have you, but there's a lot of build-up play, and there's a lot of work afterwards and putting the video together to put it up on the website. Some people think, they see Tipperary there was 3,100 hits, but I can tell you there's about 400 or 500 on the day, but there's so many people watching afterwards. It's afterwards when they go home and maybe they didn't get to the game, or maybe they were working or something, but they can also watch the game. And Shauna and Dara keep the tape up maybe for 6 or 7 weeks, and you can go back into the video log and you can watch, or even it's good for other teams, Stephen.
Listen, Patsy, there's no doubt about it. At the end of the day, it's a fantastic facility, and funny, just on that, the first time we did the show, the GA chat show, and it's a real casual chat show, and it's pretty informal, and but there's a lot of interesting topics come up. But the first day we did it, Dara and Sean, I think, had arrived there, and the work that I seen get on behind the scenes, because it was just being set up, was nothing short of phenomenal, and credit where credit's due. They've done fantastic work to set that up, and long may it continue. I thoroughly enjoy it myself, and I know that a lot of my friends and family would watch it too, and
as I say, I've been involved in media for quite a number of years. I would know the work that there is going behind the scenes. Paul in Liverpool, another Liverpool man. Fair play to you, Liverpool over there. A few nice looking women in the crowd. Fair play to you, Paul. You must be on the pull, are you? Should do a spot of talent spotting over half time. Yeah, well, Paul, you can see the shots out here. Darren Hart in Philadelphia. Boys had a great summer playing football this year, but there was one fella who stole the show last year. I think who he is, KQ, that's Keith Quinn from the Bridge. Michael McCartan watching from Auckland. Good man, Michael, one of the Down supporters. Reception is good as usual. Is there a wind there to cause so many wides for Saval? No, Michael, I don't think. We're just looking out at the tricolour and it's completely still. Mickey Butt, best of luck to me, Bridge Camogues in the final Saturday, and a great session tonight, Stevie, mate. Mickey Butt St Mark's. Who's that Mickey Butt, Steve?
Mickey plays for Mayo Bridge. Mickey's a good fella. Good fella.
Well, that game didn't take place, and there's a couple, Shauna, I believe, a couple of Camogues from Killeaf were in a car accident. We wish them young ladies a speedy recovery. I think that game had
I heard that, Patsy. That's sad news, that. Yeah. Terrible news,
Kevin McCarthy, great work from Patsy and Steve in the comedy box. Keep up the good work. Thanks very much, Kevin. With a name like McCarthy, I would assume that you're from Saval. Would you think?
Yeah, I would say so, Patsy. I would say so. It's quite a few out there tonight.
Well, we're still looking out here. Me and Stephen, we're going to take a break, but we're still going to talk to you. Well, Stephen, just looking ahead to Sunday week, Croke Park, Donegal, Mayo. That's going to be a real close encounter there.
Very intriguing game, Patsy, and I'm really looking forward to it. Personally, I feel this year Mayo have been technically the best team in Ireland. And when I say technically, I mean, skill wise, watching them playing. Don't underestimate, they scored 19 points against Dublin, and that's a terrific tournament. Donegal on the other hand play their own system of play, and this year they've become more entertaining. It makes for a fascinating encounter. I do feel Mayo might have the guile and craft in their forward line. Obviously Andy Moran's a big loss, but big Aidan O'Shea around that middle, if he wins enough ball and puts Mayo on the front foot, you never know,
Yeah, it's the likes of, I think we were talking about it that night, me and Mickey, the likes of Conor Mortimer, you can't but feel for him, and Kevin Cassidy especially, Stephen, they're counties now, but maybe more so Kevin Cassidy, but Conor Mortimer actually walked away from it because he was a sub, I'm led to believe, Stephen.
Well, Jim McGuinness, to be fair to Jim, who am I to say, I felt at the time it was a bit harsh. Kevin had been honest in a book, and at the end of the day, all due respect to Jim McGuinness, I don't see what the big issue was, because at the end of the day, Patsy, Kevin Cassidy said they were doing 200-metre runs at training, they were doing this, they were doing that. There's no real secrets, everybody knew what they were doing anyway, so there's no big secrets out there. But just on the Mortimer thing, I'm not too sure the ins and outs of it, but I do believe that, I think Conor...
He was a class act, and
yes.
Me and Shauna were covering a match, I think, early on in the year, Mayo, that he actually broke the Mayo scoring record, Stephen. Conor Mortimer. I think he scored more points than anybody else in Mayo.
No, Conor Mortimer is an excellent footballer. I think he was with Jordanstown a few years ago. Barney would actually know him quite well.
And then we talk about this lad with the blonde hair coming back, Kieran McDonald, Stevie. What would your thoughts on that be, especially for a free taker?
Patsy, I used to love watching Kieran McDonald. He had the fancy hairstyle and the socks pulled up around the knees, and he was a lovely striker of the ball outside of the left foot. And at that point he scored against Dublin. Patsy, fantastic pass of the ball, fantastic pass possible. And Mayo have always been blessed with good forwards, you know, and just people are talking about the psychological aspect of it, you know, and will Mayo crumble, will Donegal handle the pressure, you know, but look, it's all Ireland final day, you know, anything can happen, you know.
Yeah, well, in the Down Supporters Club where the competition, Stephen, you had to pick the 4 provincial winners, and you had to pick the All-Ireland winner. I think out of about 498 people, there was 2 people that picked the 4 provincial winners, but each one of them then had went for Cork and one had went for Dublin, but nobody had went for Donegal and Mayo. So it shows you how hard it is to predict at the moment. Oh, there's Benny Coulter. Good man, Benny. What an unbelievable TV station, can't beat it. Good man, Benny. Benny, we were looking you there one night to do analyst, but you were away somewhere. Not quite sure what match it was, but you're welcome. You were training along with Stevie, so we got your colleague Mickey Linton, and you'll be able to watch that, Benny. Shauna and Dara tells me it's going to be up now, maybe tomorrow or maybe Wednesday. That was Clonduff and Rostrevor, a real cracking match, and also Anna Clone Drumgath served up a real treat. People were telling me, Stephen, that was the best double bill they've seen in Park Esler for years, them 2 games on Friday night, and you had to go to that morning game because the team that you used to train and rake, you probably wanted to see them, and you probably thought they might have ran Longstone closer, but the Stone ran out comfortable winners there.
Well, Patsy, not even just that, you know, obviously yes, 3 years with Enrique, and you know, and I know a lot of the guys, but at the same time, you know, I taught a lot of the Longstone team, believe it or not, as well. So, and a personal interest there in the fact that if you know a lot of those lads came through the school, and you know, and I was going more for the local interest of that respect, you know, and seen a bit of the Bosco and Brady before it, and Bosco, to be fair to them, must deserve a bit of a mention. They're now in the semi-final intermediate championship, which is terrific for them, you know, and terrific for Newry too, because you know obviously Newry Shamrocks and Newry Mitchell's not doing so well. You know, I think this city needs, you know, it needs Gaelic football to be strong, you know. Yeah, and
Andy Murray must be doing well because Paddy Bradley's tweeting. Paddy, are you listening to us in Destination Newry, or are you watching the tennis? Maybe you could do both. The Ballyholland Harps team coming back out onto the field here in Park Esler. We've got a slender 2-point lead, and don't forget, folks, of course, Destination brought you 2 games from the Armagh Championship last Saturday evening. I seen about 45 minutes, I think, of the first game, and Damien McCulloch's team, Carrick Cruppen, came back there well against the men from the High Moss Sarsfields, and that'll be a replay. I'm sure Damien's looking forward to that. His son, young Keelan McCulloch, I think the goalkeeper took off 3 point-blank saves in that game, Shauna. I wasn't at it, but you were there. Yeah. Watching the Pierce Oak Valley, great coverage. Good man, Paddy Bradley. Well, Damien, best of luck to Cruppen in the next round, and your show will obviously continuing on Sunday evenings on Destination Newry from 7 to p.m. Yourself and Simon Boyle there having a good show on Sunday evenings here as we wait on the second half to start here in Park Esler. Simon from Newtown, great service. Who is Stephen's guest this week? Patsy, did he say?
We're hoping that obviously James McCartan, you know, will be on Wednesday, and we're actually hoping for another guest just to be confirmed, you know. So with a bit of luck now, we'll have James and another guest.
We have a sub on the Saval team. Stevie, number 21 is Jarlath McCarthy is on, and Eugene gets us underway here, and straight away Saval have won possession. Young Michael McCarthy. Back now to Brendan Turley. Back to McCarthy again. This is Brendan Turley. Keelan Hockey is on. Good ball in from Cunningham, and Keelan Hockey is onto the field of play there. Ballyholland, 2 subs, Stephen there, 1 for each team. Keelan wearing number 18. Harps at the far side of the field now. Picked up by Robbie White. That's a nice little offload here.
Big chance.
For a goal. Tony Haven.
Ronnie
Murder. Ronnie's put it over the bar. Goal at his mercy there, Stephen.
Patsy, a goal at this stage of the game would be a big score for Ballyholland. Big score.
So Ronnie wasn't far away there, but the Harps increased their lead to 3 points. 1 goal and 5 now to 5 points here in Park Esler. This remaining qualifying tie. That's the perfect, as you say, Stephen, a goal there would have really maybe killed the Saval team off here.
Would have the lift it would have given Ballyholland would have been
kick out.
Priceless.
It's Peter Murphy, the man that scored a 45 in the first half. Well up there was the centre half forward, Rory Digney. Saval have done well to win possession. Ball coming out into the man that's just come on, Jarlath McCarthy. Very number 21. Free there to the Saval men. Saval playing down in towards the Drumlane Road end of the ground in this second half here in Parkester. Brendan Tully, he's getting the ball away. It's Kieran Murphy. Kieran Murphy does well to find Robbie White. Robbie White 65 metres out. Ball away the far side of the field. Picked up now by the number 18, Keelan Haughey. Haughey looking to find a man. Plays it back. Takes the return pass to Keelan now. He's been well tackled out there by the corner man, Johnny Hughes. Harps still have possession though. This is Colin Barry. Very patient build up once again. Stephen Tony Haburn at the far side of the field. Tony will play it cross field now.
Ballyholland's very
Niall
measured.
McQuillan.
Very measured in their approach here.
Yeah, but Saval have done well to win back possession. The long searching ball. That's a dangerous one in towards that full forward. But good defending there. Ballyholland look good in this full back line, Stephen.
Yeah, well, you know, they've obviously realised the threat of Medine and they've left another man in front of him, you know, which is a sensible thing to do.
Diagonal pass here. Great catch from Roney, but he was fouled in the process there.
Robbie White, quick thinking.
Robbie White into Kieran Murphy. He's got a goal already. Can he take a point here? It's gone to the right and it's gone wide. And Stephen, that, to my recollection, that's only Ballyholland's second wide.
Yeah, extremely quick thinking from Robbie White there. But then I suppose when you look back on it, maybe it was a possible score if they had just, you know, left it there where it was, because it was only on the edge of the D, the free kick, I think.
Yeah, Benny Coulter's trying to predict the draw here and is tweeting, so he is at the moment. Brian McAlinden, good man Brian, watching the match in Leeds, waiting on the draw from my hometown and Stephen's former team Castlewellan. Up the town, picked up by Kieran Murphy. Kieran is got the right half back with him, Damien McCrink. Diagonal pass now. What can the Harps do? Paul Murphy has possession. His nice little ball infield to James Patterson. Then well tackled by Mike McCarthy. Very near the sideline. It's out over the line. I said it's going to be a free or a line ball here to the Saval men. And Gavin Quinn wants to take it quickly. He's going to leave it here to the centre half forward, Rory Digney. Saval trail by 3. They're playing almost 4 minutes in the second half in Park Esler. This remaining qualifier tie. That's good defending again, Stephen.
Yeah, Ballyholland a lot of bodies back. It's hard to know what Rory was thinking there.
Ball in towards Paddy Quinn. Murphy does well to break it down to Johnny Hughes. That's good play from Johnny there. Gets it out of the centre half, Rory Digney. Rory Digney looking to find a man, does find a man. This is the number 13, Gavin Quinn. Gavin Quinn, Niall Medine with him, but he plays it back to Rory Digney. Rory Digney looking to find someone here. Nice little offload here to the midfielder, Ronan Digney. Ronan Digney been boxed up at the moment, still manages to get away here. Gets it out to Rory Digney. That's a fine effort from Rory. Is it going to drop short? The keeper comes, he punches. Doesn't get it very far. Back to Ronan Digney. Great bit of defending there. Ronan still has it, offloads it, but the Harps defence do well. Picked up now by the corner man. That's the free.
Ballyholland defending for their lives here.
Well. Ball away to the far side of the field. Ballyholland, Darren Cunningham going for it. Darren gets his boot at very near the sideline out there, but that's going to be a free to Saval.
Yeah, it's
still with a 3-point lead.
Scrappy enough start, patchy to the second half.
Karen Clark looks chilly in Uri tonight. Love to be able to watch the championship while tucked in bed. Good girl, Karen. It's gone wide, Stephen.
Yeah, huge.
Paddy Byrne. Paddy's lying in bed watching Savan Ballyholland in the down some channel. Good man, Paddy Byrne. Well, Paddy, I would say it is. Yeah. And Claire Hayes says great coverage. Good girl, Claire, out there in Darragh. Paddy Byrne is a brother of Sean here, our engineer in Destination Uri. Yes, our cameraman this evening doing great work out in the cold. Nicky and Danny out there. Great stalwarts for Destination as the ball is kicked out towards the centre of the field. Ball broken down. Who will win the ball? Niall McQuillan has possession for the Harps. Niall does well. Spreads the play out to the corner man. Harps building from the back once again. Picked up by Tony. Tony Haburn gets it in there towards Robbie Wright. Robbie sandwiched there, and that'll be a free to the Harps. That's a free in.
Yeah, and you know,
it's a free in.
Saval would need to be just careful, Patsy, that because 2 or 3 more points here for Ballyholland, and
Murphy's going to be, or Donald Murphy rather, is going to be booked here. Paddy Quinn's causing a few problems in there, Stephen.
Yeah, I said earlier on, Patsy, Patrick's a very talented footballer. He was in the Downer 21 panel this year, and he's a big plus for Ballyholland to have back in.
That woman in the red coat does the phrase in the Sunray and Mullen Street. Sean says, well, I don't know who that woman in the red coat is. Paddy McGill says, question to Stevie, who's your nop for the senior championship, Stephen? That's a big one.
Who's that? What's that, sorry?
Who is your nop for the senior championship?
The nap for the senior championship.
And that ball, it's gone over the bar, Stephen. We missed that there.
Nap for the senior championship in Armagh's Cross Midlane.
Right, his nap is Cross Midlane. Who got that point there, lads? Not quite sure. Number 23. Yeah, Paddy Quinn, the scorer. 165 points. Ball kicked out. Me and Stevie were chatting there. We missed that one. Can't get them all, Stephen.
Nope.
Diagonal ball now. Harps looking. That's a great fetch there from Paul Murphy, the big man. He's got Kieran Murphy's brother with him. Kieran picks the ball up. 45 out. It's all Harps at the minute, but this Saval man, McCarthy, wins it back now. They're on the attack. Good ball in there from Gavin Quinn. But once again, Saval have won it this time. Rory Digney's calling the ball. He gets it now from Stevie Kearney. Still Digney. Oh, he's well blocked down. Back out to Kearney. Will he go for the point? That's a great effort, but it's gone to the left and it's gone wide.
It's good defend again from Ballyholland, David, and Stephen Kearney's boot, but they've moved Stephen Kearney into full forward now, and they've moved Niall Medine back out around the middle to try and sort of change things up a wee bit.
Yeah. Jared Cunningham from Matty Call says, great service from Destination Uri. 2 good games tonight. Warren Point looked very impressive. It certainly did, Jared. Fergal McConville is onto the field of play, Stephen, for the Saval men.
Fergal got a goal against Mayo Bridge in the league a few weeks back, and I'm actually surprised that he didn't start tonight.
And the 4-point lead, the insurance lead as I call it, Stephen, at the minute for the Ballyholland Harps.
Can all change very quickly, Patsy.
Yeah, that's a good ball in from McCarthy. McCarthy's been playing well in the middle of the field, but Saval have won a free here. And you fancy Niall Medine from this distance, Stephen? He'll be about 35 metres out.
I'm just looking. Rory Digney's left footed, so I'm wondering, will Digney take it or no? I think they're going to leave it to Niall.
Eugene O'Hare, the man in charge this evening from Drumara. Yeah, it looks chilly in Newry tonight. It is chilly. You remember, folks, I told you last Friday evening when we were here it was 21 degrees. I think coming up in the car this evening I looked at the temperature, it was 10, so a drop of about 11 degrees as Niall Medine takes the kick as he put it over. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh, that's a chance there. And Stephen, I'm just adding up the wides here. 3, 6, 9 wides for Saval.
Patsy, you simply cannot afford to miss those, especially at this stage of the game when you're chasing a 4-point deficit. Stevie,
there's somebody here. The Burn men say there's not too many areas in down that Stevie doesn't have his hand in now. Great man to have about the club. Cool head. You are, Stephen.
Yeah, I know. But great bunch of lads down there, Patsy.
We'll read a few shout-outs later as we follow the play. Michael McCarthy, what a game he's having in the centre of the field for Saval here, Stephen. He's winning a lot of ball out there and he's breaking the ball down. Ronan Digney to take the free. In towards Rory Digney, was pushed in the back there. Lovely little ball in here.
There's a big chance for goal now.
Keelan Rice, must be.
Penalty kick.
That's a penalty kick, Stephen. It has to be.
Stonewall penalty.
Yeah, that was great play there. A penalty too. And Stephen, this could be a turning point. We always talk about games having turning points. This could be a turning point in this one, because if Saval scored, they're right back in the frame. They'll only be trailing by 1 point, and it's going to be that man Niall Medine. Now Niall missed a free there a few minutes ago. Do you think will that free been missed have any effect on him?
Well, it's a test for the young lads.
Young hockey's been booked here, I think. Richard Lennon is watching. I'm not sure where he's watching in England. Great coverage, thank you, Richard. Johnny McKeefery and Andy. No, sorry, they're not. Paddy McShane, Rory Digney is an inspiration, blessed player in the field. James McCartan needs to make a move. I'll iron in the pocket. Good man, Paddy McShane. We're watching the spot kick here now, Stephen. It's going to be Niall Medine.
See Tommy Kane coming on for Ballyholland here now as well.
Yeah. Thomas Kane about to come onto the field of play, as Stephen tells us. Here he comes, Niall Medine against young Matthews. Puts it in the left-hand corner. And Niall Medine has hit 1-3 this evening. And Saval are back in at Ballyholland 1-6. It's Saval 1-5. 1 point between them. We're playing 11 minutes and 23 seconds in the second half here in Park Esler. This remaining last qualifying game, and Tom Kane is about to come onto the field of play here in Park Esler. Replacing number 9, Ronan Digney.
No, it's
James Patterson. James Patterson, I should say.
Yeah, James took a knock on his ankle a few weeks back, and I think he might be suffering with that, But now showed a lot of character there, Patsy, to put that penalty away.
Yeah. Ball kicked out. Tony Haburn going for it at the far side of the field, out there with Rowan Turley, very near the sideline. Good play there from Charlotte McCarthy. Line ball to the Harps at the far side of the field. Ball played short and towards the corner man, Colin Barry. Ballyholland patient build up here from the back. That's a free. Eugene O'Hare up with a play here. Bit of an altercation there, Stephen.
Yeah, I think
free not taken in the correct position.
I think it's young Campbell. He tried to take the free kick quickly there, and Savalman just standing in front of him.
1-5 to 1-6. Ball picked up now by the number 18, Keelan Hockey. But he held that ball too long, Stephen. He was lucky to get away with it.
Saval done extremely
back
well.
Possession.
Extremely well.
Good ball into Kearney.
Medine again.
That's another free, Stephen. Is it inside the area?
No, he was fouled outside it. He can't give that, Patsy. He can't give that as a penalty. Definitely not.
Number 22, Fergal McConville. Yep. That one.
Fergal McConville's at a big,
Sean Bradley says this is great stuff. Paul McKay, just want a shout out from my mate Murray McGreevy's getting married this weekend.
Yeah, he's
speaking.
He sent Damien McCrink off.
Damien McCrink
off. Second booking.
Well, the second booking, Stephen, that's a big blow for Ballyholland.
Well, Damien's he's denied now, a clear goal scoring chance there, so it is a yellow card, Patsy.
He's very downhearted.
Unfortunately, it is a yellow card. All square, Patsy.
Yeah, Rory Digney, I think it was there, Stephen.
Yeah, Rory got the free kick, so it'll be interesting to see what way Ballyholland react now. They need to score badly to settle themselves.
Yeah. Rory Digney, the scorer.
Moving Robbie White back to the half-back line.
Yeah, so everything to play for, Stephen.
Yeah, everything to play for. Down to 14 men. Ballyholland have it all to do now.
14 minutes into the second half here, folks. 1-6 to Ballyholland, 1-6 to Saval. This local derby in this remaining qualifier, Shauna, is right. And the championship quarter-final draw will take place immediately after this game, folks, and we'll have it here on Destination Uri. Ronnie Murda going for it with the full-back. Declan McCarthy. Good play from Declan there on that occasion. Gets Darren Cunningham away. Darren's fouled in the process. A free to the Saval men. A very tense affair here in Park Esler. Good ball into Ronan Digney. Ronan Digney, the midfielder. Will he go long? Tries to find McConville. Fergal coming out to win the ball, but he doesn't get it on this occasion. That's a free to the Harps. And as you say, Stephen, this defence, they've had to work very hard, this Ballyholland defence.
Yeah.
Niall McQuillan has it now. And they're going to have to work that little bit harder down to the 14 men, Stephen.
Yeah, they're going to look now for the likes of Paul Murphy in case they got to try and lead, and lift them again.
But Saval have won back possession here, folks. A chance for the men in green to take the lead. Kearney offloads it to Keelan Rice. Lovely little dummy from Rice. Oh, can he take the score? He's taking a knock. That's a great effort from Rice. The best point of the evening. Keelan Rice, the young man from Saval, puts his team ahead here. 1-7 to 1-6. And I think, Stephen, is that the first time Saval have taken the lead in this match? Or maybe I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, but Patsy, I think they might have got the first score of the game. But they've moved Stephen Kearney and Fergal McConville's come inside to add a bit of extra support. Then the two men are two big men, and they've given Saval an extra dimension. It's maybe freed up a bit more space for young Rice there, and he showed there with a lovely score with his left foot.
Brian Finnerty says, couldn't make the game tonight. Thanks for the great coverage. Come on, the Harps. Good man, Brian. Supporting Ballyholland Harps, wherever you are, Brian. Now, what can the Harps do here? They've won possession. And boxed up at the moment.
Let's get a free in.
Paddy Paddy will take this in himself, will he? Holding hands on his head there, Paddy Quinn. Keelan Hockey is the ball in hand.
Patrick's right-footed, so maybe more left-footed free kick.
POB says, go on, Charlie McCarthy, you boy. Sean from Gundriath. Well, Sean, Warren Point won the game. I'm surprised you weren't listening, Sean, or watching this. Keelan Hockey. That's a dangerous dropping ball. It's going to drop about 20 metres out here. Harps have one possession. Stephen, not quite sure who has it. Oh, that's great play from McCarthy. What a game he's had. Michael McCarthy, the man from Saval, playing in the middle of the field tonight. There he is, going out to take up his position. The black sleeves on him here this evening. Michael McCarthy, what a magnificent game this man has had. This is Johnny Hughes. Darren Cunningham to Brandy Turley. Back to Darren now, down in unders here, in the stand. Half blocked down there by Tommy Kane. But the ball is Darren Cunningham's. Dangerous ball in, it's only half taken away. Kearney with a shot, a good save from the keeper Matthews. It's gone over the bar. Stephen Kearney has popped that one, and Saval increased their lead 1-8 to 1-6. Stephen Kearney the scorer.
It's another direct ball, caused problems for the Ballyholland defence, Patsy.
Yeah, direct ball is right. You can follow us also on Twitter at Dest Murray. There's a tweet. Laura Burns, I'm looking at a potential husband. Is Rory Digney a single man? Well, he could be, Laura. I don't know. Rory's married stake, or he's single, or what have you, Stephen.
I'm not sure myself, Patrick.
Yeah. But meanwhile, we'll follow the play here. Quinn going for it, but this time it has gone wide, and I think that's only the Harps' fourth wide of the evening. They're trailing by 2, Stephen, but I get the impression at this stage that Ballyholland need a score, even though there's 18 minutes gone in that second half.
Yeah.
They need a score to get back into this game, because they were dominating for long periods, but that sending off there really has maybe put them flat a little bit, Steve.
Yeah, the game's slipping away from them, Patsy, and unless they respond pretty soon, there could be 3, 4, 5 points in this.
Yeah. See, Lord Sugar's tweeting, but he's not tweeting us at Destination here, Shauna, I don't think. That's the man from The Apprentice, as we follow the play back to the fullback here. Declan McCarthy. Declan slow to get the ball away. Could be punished here. But there's Johnny Hughes. Back helping his defence there, Johnny. A sound defender. There's Donald Murphy, rather. Donald has possession. Back to Johnny. Back now to the fullback. Declan McCarthy. The fullback line doing well here, Stephen.
Yeah, well,
Rory Digney.
The pressure's off them slightly because
a
man less
McCarthy. Great dummy from Mike there. Nice ball into that man Rice. Scored a wonder point there in the second half for Saval. Plays the ball infield to McCarthy once again. Saval going with confidence here. It's Niall Medine. He's come out round the centre field. Niall offloads it now to Brendan Turley. Saval going in confidence here. Brendan Turley, lovely little sidestep. Good ball into Rory. Rory Digney to the left peg. That's a sweet strike. He put it over the bar. Yeah. Rory Digney, a wonder point there. And the favourite starting to pull away here a bit, Stephen.
Yeah, the game's just sliding away from Ballyholland slowly but surely.
1-9 to 1-6.
Another score, Patsy here could just end this.
Yeah, 3 points between them.
Number 21, Rory Keenan, replacing number 10, Kieran Murphy.
Rory Keenan on for Kieran Murphy there, Stephen. And JSC says Mick McCarthy's playing a stormer on the John Mitchell University. You're right, John Moores rather. Picked up by Niall Medine. Niall's fouled, is he? Yeah, Mike McCarthy having a stormer here, and this man Rory Digney playing quite well too.
Yeah.
Stevie Kearney.
Again.
Nice little ball out there.
Stevie Kearney's injured.
To the corner man, Johnny Hughes. Swings one across, but good defending from the Harps here. Now, can they launch an attack here, Stephen? They really need to get into this game. They're trailing now by 3 points. They're going to build it slow. Thomas Keane has it the far side of the field. Thomas is fouled. Donald McCosker, good man Donald, watching from Cookstown. A Tyrone man watching a down game. Well, we've had it all here in Destination tonight. Down in Tyrone, we had a great game here 4 years ago in Park Esler when Tyrone and Down served up a treat to 20,000 people as Tony Haburn Plays the ball across the face here now. What can Harps do? They need to score. They need to score quickly here. Picked up by Ronnie Murda. Ronnie Murda still has it. Can he take the point? He's going to run out of field here. Yeah. Great tackling there, but Ronnie still has it. He's fouled. Ronnie Murda out near the sideline here. Wins the free. The crowd not happy about something there, Stephen.
No, well, Johnny Hughes has gone in and just shouldered him in the back. Yeah. But I think the umpire.
Eilish Ward, Mrs. Benji, would you please tell Benji to do the dishes and put the children to bed instead of watching the football? Well, Eilish, you can let him watch. There's only about 10 minutes left and he wants to see this championship draw. We'll let you off tonight, Benji. Castlewell and Gale, is there any truth, Patsy, in the rumours going about the country that Stephen Poacher is involved in the county setup this year? No better man. Well, Stevie, I hope you are, son, because you certainly know your football. Well,
Stephen Kearney's injured, Patsy.
Eamon McGee's on. That's a bit of a blow, Stephen, going off here.
Yeah, Stephen's playing very well. You're talking about 2008, actually, Patsy, against Tyrone. Stephen had a great game that night himself.
He certainly had, Stephen Kearney. Paul Murphy breaks it down. Ronan Digney offloads it to Johnny Hughes. Back now to Darren Cunningham. He's got plenty of space to operate in here. Sends the ball out to Ronan Digney. Ronan now will have McCarthy inside him. Mike McCarthy, great ball from Mike down into the corner now. McConville going for it. He's went out over the line, has he? Fergal McConville. Niall Medine to take this one, Stephen.
Yeah.
22, almost 23 minutes played in the second half. Eleanor Campbell says impressive coverage tonight. A night off for Shauna. Good job, Patsy and Stephen. Yes, Eleanor, Shauna does the county games along with me, and she is certainly a great commentator as we wait on this free to come in here from Niall. That's a great effort from Niall, but it's tailing to the left on this occasion, and it's gone wide. But Stevie, still with a 3-point lead, Ballyholland, there's still hope for them yet.
Well, you know, Patsy, there's always the hope of maybe a late goal or something along those lines, but I can't see them kicking 4 points, Patsy. It is going to take a goal at this stage.
Yeah. Someone as Brian McAlinton has given us a stat here, but we'll tell you about it in a minute, folks. And it's very interesting what Brian has told us as we wait on the kick out. The ball going to centre field. Paul Murphy going for it. Ball broken down by Ronan Digney, but the Harps have won possession here. This is Robbie White now in space. Robbie socks up round the knees, gets that ball in long, but that's good defending there, and the fullback is Decky McCarthy. Decky gets it to this young man, Rice. He's impressed me this evening. He mightn't be that tall, but he's got a great heart. And he's got one possession now on the down, going for leaves it here to Rory Digney. He's impressed too. At centre half forward, Rory with the left peg. He'll offload it here to my man of the match this evening, Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy gets that ball in long towards McConville. Can McConville keep it in play? Fergal does keep it in play. Goes for the point. Takes the shot, and a good score from a very acute angle. The insurance lead for the Saval men. Saval 1 goal and 10. It's Ballyholland 1-6. Mickey, where's Donny Hughes these days? Connor Russell, that's my nephew. He's watching Rostrava and he says I'm doing a great job. Thank you, Connor. Castlewell and Gale, is any? We've read that night before. There's the stat. We'll have to follow the play here. And there was a foul there, and Paul Murphy was penalised for pushing there, but Eugene is taking the ball up, and Ballyholland starting to lose their shape, Stevie.
Yeah, the game's just gone away from them, Patsy. The game is over now as a contest.
There's no doubt about it. Fergal McConville, dangerous ball in, but that'll be the goalkeepers, young Matthews. What can Harps do here? They need a score. They need someone to step up to the plate here, Stephen. So they do. Martina Rooney. Martina will give your message a little shout in a minute here as Robbie White has possession. Down in unders in the stand. It's gone out over the line. Drew Peacock from Dundee. Great commentating and coverage tonight. Good man Drew over there in Dundee. They're coming in fast and furious here, Shauna. Yeah. Ronan Murda is the Messi of the GAA world. Cristiano Ronaldo has sent that in. Well, there you have it.
I'm sure Ronan Murray would wish he'd Messi's money.
Yeah, absolutely, Stevie. Ronan Murphy at the brick lane. Well, Martina says, Patsy, can you give a shout to your old friend Noel Rennie? Yes, I sure can. Good man, Noel. You're listening in the bridge tonight. And good luck to the Bridge Camogues in the final on Saturday. Good man, Noel and Martina there. Noel, a good friend of mine. A great stalwart for the Bridge over the years. As Tony Haburn isn't happy here. There's going to be a booking here for Saval man. Eugene O'Hare having a word with young Keelan Rice. Tony Haburn wasn't happy there with the attention he was getting from Keelan. Well, Laurie, you're looking for the draws. The draws haven't been made yet. We'll tell you here. You'll hear first on Destination Uri.
Made straight after the game, I think, wasn't it?
Good man, Benji. The youngsters wasting your back and your chair here watching the match. This is a chance for the Harps. Quinn.
Wide.
Oh, he's put it wide. Paddy Quinn, he was so accurate in that first half, Stephen. He had accounted for 4 of the Harps points, but it's gone wide here.
Kevin
Dunn is on. Placing Paul Murphy. Stephen, there's 3 minutes plus stoppage time left. Is there any hope for Ballyholland?
No, Patsy, I can't see it now at this stage. Just unfortunate because they worked very hard defensively in the first half, and it's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
That they're signing off. And
Benji Ward says Gavin Corrigan has been rewarded the ladies football final in Crook. Good man, Gavin Corrigan,
well
great
done,
referee.
Gavin, Well done. That's good for Gavin.
Rory looked as if he was fouled there, but Hearts have won possession here with the number 7, Niall Mulvanna.
I suppose they need the point before they get the goal.
They've got the point.
Yep.
It's gone over the bar.
It's one score.
There's only 3 between them here, Stephen.
Maybe I've been too quick to write them off, but
yeah. Niall Mulvanna. 3 points in it now. 110 to 17. Well, you could be right, Stephen. Maybe we've written things off.
I suppose it
in
depends.
The past.
I suppose it depends, Pat, on the amount of injury time. Maybe Eugene's going to decide to play and could possibly throw the Harps a life.
Peter Murphy, he did a truxon in the first half. He sent the ball. Players rise into the night sky. Harps have won possession here. They're not finished yet. Robbie White has possession out the centre field. His jersey pulled. There's going to be a booking here. Robbie wanted to get on with proceedings. The referee is calling the corner back here. Ball in now to Tony Haburn. Ball in towards the goal. Oh, it's just dipped to the left hand post there.
That could have dropped in.
It certainly
could have
could.
dropped in,
That was a half chance there, Stephen.
Well, a touch on that, Patsy, I'm telling you this now, a touch on that ball and that's in the net. Any touch at all and that's in the net. So we're looking at the clock here. It tells us there's about a minute of normal time. We're waiting on Peter Murphy. Oh, what's happening here, Stevie? He's going to be punished here. Is this going to be a free in? Time wasted. He's give a hot ball.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Stephen, if a Saval man or Ballyholland man had the ball here, the ball could end up in the back of the net. No, he's going to hop the ball. You're quite correct. No goals here. Saval don't want to give away a goal at this stage. After coming back into this game, they were trailing by 3 or 4 points earlier on. They now lead by 3 as we approach stoppage time. We're about 30 minutes away from stoppage time here. Tony Haburn gets his hand on it. There's a free in. They're going to go for the quick one, Stephen, or will they go for the point?
Well, they've got injury time, so look, Patsy, they're 3 points down. They're going to need a goal anyway, so tap it over and a goal could win it for them,
Absolutely. It'll be a remarkable comeback. Patrick Quinn thought about it there for a moment, Stephen.
Just tap it over.
Yeah.
Tap it over, win the next kicker, give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
We've seen 3 points in
He's put it over the bar.
Before.
Paddy Quinn, his 5th point.
1 minute injury time. That's ridiculous.
Oh, Stephen, there's only 1 minute.
That's absolutely ridiculous. There's been at least 6 substitutions in the second half.
Yeah.
At least 6 substitutions.
And what do you allow for a substitution?
How can you get 1 minute?
Is it 20 seconds for a sub?
That's baffling. Yeah. Absolutely baffling.
1 minute for Ballyholland Harps here. They need a win possession. Rory Digney's down here.
We're probably gonna have the minute here now, Patsy. It's just with this guy down and Rory down and
Saval is trying to kill the game here. Mike McCarthy launching one in here. Possession will be the order of the day. The keeper comes. They need to work the ball up the field here, the Harps. They're trailing by 2 points. It's about 10 seconds. Tommy Keane is calling the ball. He gets the ball now 45 metres out from his own goal. Down in under the main stand here in Park Esther. Ballyholland need a miracle here now. Is the referee calling for the ball? There it is, it's all over! And Saval are through to the quarter-final of the Down Championship.
I find that hard to believe, Patsy. I find that hard to believe that 1 minute of added time.
Yeah, there was only 1 minute.
You know, maybe it mightn't have made a difference, but you know, I just think, you know, a minute like it's.
Yeah, but Saval just got the edge of the Harps there in the second half, Stephen.
I think in the second half, Patsy, you know, and on the basis of the second half play, you know, Saval probably deserved victory in the end, and the sending off was a big influence in the game too. But I could see the game sort of slipping away from Ballyholland at that stage anyway, Patsy. You know?
Yeah, and Saval will be quite happy there to have got through to the quarter final. Well, Stephen, this draw we're waiting eagerly for it.
With the 2 trophies down there, ready for the draw. You know, so
it's going to be made out in the centre of the field here, folks, on Destination. You'll be able to see it live and hear it. William James Smith, the Vice Chairman of the Down County Board, along with the Secretary, Sean Ogue McAteer. And PJ McGee will be a happy man, Stephen, to see his side through now to the quarter final. The Intermediate Championship is going to be through first here, folks. The first team out of the hat will be Drumgath will face Drumgath and Bosco, and it's Warren Point will play who?
Tullylish, I think it is, Patsy.
Yeah. Tullylish actually won last evening.
By all accounts, it was a very scrappy game.
Well, Tullylish won this, Stephen, 2 years ago in 2010. They played a great Annaclone game. I think it was 4-7 to 4-8 that day. It was a remarkable match.
Was that game, Patsy?
Yeah. Remarkable game that day. Tullylish and
the semi-finals will be played on the weekend, the 5th, 6th and 7th of October.
There you have it, folks. The 5th, 6th and 7th of October. And imagine, we're not sure when the quarterfinals of the senior will be played. Will it be played the week before?
The 28th, Patsy, the weekend, 28th of September, the quarterfinals.
Yeah. Now we're going to have the senior draw, folks, for the I'm sure you're all listening at home on your computers or watching. Out in the centre field there you can see
a few people staying behind
the Championship Cup. Yeah, they're quite is.
Morganville Senior Football Championship between 2 pots. In the first pot, all the qualified winners.
Oh, there
and the second pot, the teams that qualified through.
There you are, Stephen.
In pot 1 we have Burt, Kilcoo, Mayo Bridge and Bransford.
In pot 2.
They are the blue balls.
So the first team out will be
first team from pot 1. Kilcoo.
Kilcoo will play who? Kilcoo and Rostrevor will be a nice wee tidy game, Stevie.
They're all going to be very, very interesting games, Patsy.
Local derby with Castlewell.
Oh, what a match, Stevie. What a game. Castlewell could have beat Kilcoo here in the last round in Park Esther, but they kicked an awful wides that day. Their free takers were off the mark. Bourne will play. What about? Oh, that's another cracker.
This is. I tell you, Patsy. This is. I'm not. You know. We'll talk about this in a second, Patsy.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this in a second.
Who have the Bridge got? Will it be Saval? There you are. These three teams have all. These three matches have all met before.
Yeah.
Who do Rostrevor play? Who's the Rostrevor and the Ford? That's the only one that haven't played each other, Steve.
Patsy, what are the chances of that happening? You know, I just find that just extremely strange. Yeah. Well, put it like this: if Clonduff had beat Rostrevor, they would have been repeats. They would have been all repeats of the previous ground.
The 28th and the 29th. Well, Stephen, let's look at them 4 games again. There's going to be an interview on the field here shortly. Shauna is going to have an interview. I'm not quite sure who it is, but Stephen, just looking at them quickly before Shauna interviews someone down pitch side. Kilcoo, Castlewell, that could go anyway.
Local derby, Patsy. The last day we were here, Castlewell probably could have got something out of the game, you know, but Kilcoo just seemed to have a wee bit of an edge on Castlewell in the last few years, you know. So it'll be interesting. Listen, if at Castlemaine forward line, we said it here, Patsy, I was commentating that game yourself, they're allowed to play, it cause you a lot of problems, but I just think like the way Kilcoo play, they just will have just a wee bit too much for Castlemaine, you know.
And Born in the Stone 1-2 there, you know, Longstone will feel aggrieved the last evening that they should have won that game.
Patsy, one thing about Longstone, right, and I know these guys very, very well.
1-2.
One thing about this club is they fear no one. They will not fear anyone. Now, Bourne are obviously massive favourites to win this championship. You know, they've been most impressive all year. You know, from what I'm led to believe, they've 40-50 guys training. You know, they're obviously county champions 2 years in a row. You know, they've one of the top managers in the business doing it. So at the end of the day, Patsy, you know, Bourne would be very, very. They'll obviously be big favourites going into the game, but the Stone won't fail them. The Stone won't fail them.
Stevie, the Bridge and Saval, you know, that could be another banana skin.
Patsy, I'll just be honest. You know, no matter who we pulled out of that draw tonight, it was always going to be a tough game, and this is probably even tougher. This is going to be a very, very hard game for us.
Right, we're going to hand over now to Barney McAleen, who's going to have a few words with PJ McGee.
One, two.
Okay, PJ, congratulations there. Very, very good win. It's difficult playing against Ballyholland with packed defence.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know whether it was a good win, but it was a win. That's the best I could say. I think with the psychological thing about Ballyholland, you know, we were going into the game as hot favourites, and to be fair to them, they were missing a lot of fellas. Well, that fellas coming back with injuries and that, like Paul Murphy's a big player for them, was injured, and Saval just went in. We went in to win the game. We went in with determined and that, but we seemed to have a bit of a hang-up, and it was reflected in the way we played. I thought we stuttered our way to the win, to be honest with you.
Yeah, though it was a big win, because at one stage it looked to be in trouble. They were 4 points down. Ballyholland were playing 13 men behind the ball, and it was difficult. Damien Cannon made a few great blocks, and there was a lot of turnovers, but you were very patient and eventually come back to win the match.
Well, we did, now to be fair, we showed a lot of character, but we're a wee bit naive at times. But the boys did show a lot of character, and the penalty was, of course, the turning point, because once we got that penalty, I suppose it deflated Ballyholland to some extent, and it gave us a big psychological lift, and really we probably dominated the rest of the game, although they came close at the very end.
Yeah, there's no doubt you dominated the game after that, but fair play to Medine for scoring the penalty, because just prior to that he had missed a reasonably easy free, so he done very well to step forward and put the penalty away.
Yes, but that's one thing about him. He's a bit like Joe Canning yesterday in the Ireland hurling final. He never worries. If he misses, he'll be as confident the next time, which is a great thing. Great asset in a young fella.
Yes, done very well, and young Rice in the corner won a few vital balls there as you were coming back at that stage.
A very good player. He was playing for us last year at senior level, and he's a lot of confidence this year. He's been an outstanding minor this year. Played very well for Saval Minors when they beat Clonduff there in the quarter-final of the championship last week, and he's a good player. He's a great first touch, and the first touch is so important.
Yeah. Johnny Coos was very gutsy. The defence done well in general, but Johnny Coos was very gutsy at the back and got a lot of turnovers and a few big hits.
Johnny's a tremendous player, to be honest with you. Johnny's one of the best readers of the game in this county. Sometimes I wonder why Johnny maybe didn't get a go at playing county football, because he really is a great reader of the game. Sometimes it's dead when he gets the ball. Yeah. He likes to toe down, but he's a great reader of the game and tremendously determined.
Yes, and Ronan Digney scored a great point at that stage, and Ronan got a lot of break ball around the middle of the field as well.
Yeah, Ronan's a big, strong player. Like, Ronan was out for a year with an anterior cruciate ligament injury, and he's come back, and he sort of is only getting himself back into fitness now. But he's a big asset, because he's a big, strong fella, and he throws himself about. And we need, Saval need those kind of players.
Yeah. Well, the championship draw, PJ, will you turn up against Mayorbridge?
Well, obviously, Mayorbridge are they're in the semi-final now, and probably rubbing their hands with Leigh at getting Saval. Now, seriously, Bernie, on that performance tonight, Mayorbridge would destroy us. There need to be a massive improvement, and I think we can definitely improve. As I say, we went in with that, that mental hangover against Ballyholland. We have struggled against them the last 2 years. I mean, we played them there in the league earlier, and earlier down Ballyholland we had 58% possession, and they beat us by 10 points. So that tells you something about it. Now we did beat them in Saval, but they were without Ronnie Murdoch and Paul Murphy. We need to improve in that performance. We need to show, be a lot more streetways. We were caught there so many times watching the ball, and they were slipping in behind us. Those kind of things, Marebridge would absolutely destroy you because they've a lot of experience of championship football.
Well, beating Ballyholland tonight got the monkey off your back at the same time, PJ. And the last match against Marebridge here in the championship, you done very well against them. But now at the business end of the championship, you're now in the semi-final of the championship. Can you make the final?
No, the quarter-final. We're at the
Quarter-final, sorry.
I was saying there probably thinking they're in the semi-final, and rightly so. Would like to give them a good game. Now remember that when we played them the last time there in the what do you call playoffs or whatever you want to call it, they didn't have boys like Keith Quinn and Ryan Brady in that. Now they're a massive influence on the way they play, and they're a massive addition to their team. And unfortunately we're without Danny Hughes. And Danny's a big loss to us. A small club like Saval needs the Danny Hughes of this world, and we won't have him. But we'll certainly be up for it. We'll do our best. Well, we will turn up that day, I think, Barney. If it suits us all right, we'll turn up.
Well, it's a big chance to Marebridge to integrate the 4 or 5 players that was out in the States back into their team. So that's going to be difficult for them as well. They haven't been playing together with them all year.
There's that, but the other thing is that at least those players have been keeping a good shape because they were playing with that San Francisco team, and they played up to they played in the final there and won that final about a week and a half ago. So therefore they're in good physical condition. I think Jerry Doherty, Castle Trixie, I think he was training them. So knowing him, they're probably in very, very good shape. And as I say, the fact they won that will also give them a big lift. It is difficult to integrate them, but I tell you, they're good players.
There's no doubt they're good players, no colleague of yours at St Mary's in Castlewellan. Just before we finish, PJ, just on the other draws, Castlewellan versus Kilcoo.
Interesting. I didn't see the matches the other day. I didn't actually see any of them because we were sort of focused on our own game. But I believe that Castlewellan put on a very, very good performance against Downpatrick. I was told a good while ago that Castlewellan would be dark horses for the championship. Now, some other people might say that with their league performance in recent times, but they're always a championship team, and you know that yourself because you played in a number of championship winning teams in Castlewellan. And even when they're playing badly, when it comes to the championship, they can lift their game. So they'll give. It'll be a tough game.
Okay, PJ, yeah, interesting. And Longstone versus Burn.
That's a repeat of the great game that was here in Newry. That was an absolute brilliant game. It'll be interesting. I say Longstone will be looking for revenge, and Burn will not take them lightly. That one is who's Branchwood?
Branchwood versus Rostrevor football game.
Branchwood and Rostrevor will be a real good footballing game because there are two teams who just play absolute out and out football, and I think it'll be a clinker of a game.
Yeah, and PJ, just to wish you all the best against Marebridge the next round.
Thank you very much, Barney McAleenan there. Barney was talking to PJ McGee. You got the thoughts of PJ there. Well, Stephen, we were just about to talk about PJ says there the Bridge are in the semi-final. That's a bit of a play there, Stevie, from PJ. Bridge won't certainly be taking Saval for granted. There's no doubt about that.
Can I just say something, right? I've been teaching in Kilkeel for 11 years now, and PJ has been up in Castlewellan for most of those 11 years.
You and
every single year, Patsy, I've had to listen to PJ tell me that I had the best team. You know, despite the fact that he knows very, very rightly that he had the best team. So those little sort of mind games obviously will be played in both camps over the next few weeks. But at the end of the day, look, Patsy, this is a very, very tough draw for the Bridge, and the fact that we've already knocked this team out. We've already technically knocked this team out, and now we're up against them again. So it's going to be a very, very tough draw. You know,
4 teams there. We have Rostrevor, we have Castlewellan, we have Longstone and Saval, who, as you say, have been beat in this championship so far. But nothing's to say that one of them teams won't win the championship. And you know, I told you there about Brainsford that they were my favourites, but a team that I seen them here against Bourne in the first round, and they were utterly impressive as Longstone. And you know, Stephen, they had a great chance here 5 years ago to win this Frank O'Hare Cup again, the Bridge, the first day out, and that game has been talked about for many, many days in the Stone. And this could be the year, because look at Donegal, Mayo, Stephen. You know, this could be the year of the underdog. Anybody at one of them 8 teams can win it. Would you agree?
Patsy, I'm looking at that draw, and you know, everybody, I suppose, are probably thinking themselves, Kilcoo, Bourne, Mayo Bridge and Brantford, you know, the big four, and they'll come through. But I will tell you this now, there'll be shocks along the way, there'll be surprises along the way, and, you know, there's no doubt about it that all those games are very, very hard to call on any given night.
Rostrevor and Brainsford could be a cracker. You know, we talked about Rostrevor and Clonduff being the best game in the championship so far. This has got the makings of a cracking game. Both play great attacking football, especially the Ford, and what we've seen from Rostrevor here last evening. Obviously, Stephen, I would imagine these two games, one's played on Friday night, one on Saturday, so the possibility of two great double bills here in Park Esler.
Well, it's the right thing to do, Patsy, is to put the two games on here, you know, on both nights, and obviously
you'll get a bumper crowd.
Yeah, Barney alluded to it on the field there with PJ, and he talked about Rostrevor Brantford being a footballing game, and that's exactly what it will be. Rostrevor will go 6 up front, Brantford will not complicate things, they'll go 6 up front, you know, and it should be an interesting game, you know, and you know, they're 4 interesting ties, and as I said, you know, the 4 teams that are coming through the qualifier, you know, are obviously coming in on a high, coming off the back of wins, and they've got their second chance at these teams, you know, so they'll all fancy their chances.
John Daly, it's great to be sitting at 7 a.m. in the morning watching the championship from home. Good man, John. KM, I think Sean Og has the hair there out beforehand. Silla says, Yoo-hoo, Tullyleash. Connor G says, any word of Sean Og losing his hat? John Daly, watching here in Kiama. Great coverage, delighted to see Warrenpoint win. Benji Ward, don't want to put you in the spot, lads, but can you see any of the qualifiers beating the 4 who went through the front door? Well, we just talked about that, the Stone, the Town, Saval, Rostrevor. I could certainly see maybe the Stone causing the shock, but I've got a sneaky feeling, a liking for Rostrevor. Although Brantford would be my tip for the championship, Rostrevor could pose them problems, as we talked about, Steve.
Yeah, Rostrevor coming in with nothing to lose, you know, they're Division 2, people probably write them off before the game, but just even looking, Patsy, at the intermediate draw there, just we've looked at the senior draw, Drumgaff, Bosco, and I'm sure that, you know, both those teams will be happy with that draw, you know, because both of them will fancy, you know, a crack at each other, and obviously the favourites for the championship, Warrenpoint, drawn Tullyleash.
Yeah, that is the makings of a good game too. Well, folks, we're going to wind up here on Destination Uri. First of all, big thank you to my 2 co-commentators this evening. The first game we had Barney McAleenan. Barney done a great job down there pitch side interviewing PJ and that, and he also interviewed Connor Tinley. And also a big thank you here to Stephen Poacher. Remember, Stephen's show starts on Wednesdays now on Destination Uri. Of course, Damien McCulloch's show on Sunday nights. That's the Sunday Sports Show 7 to 8. So a big thank you to the production team. Our 2 cameramen this evening, Danny and Nicky on the cameras. A big thank you to Dara, to Shauna and to Sean, our engineer here this evening. There'll be more live sport this weekend. Just watch the website, folks.
Yeah.
Stephen's show on Wednesday. Now remember, he's trying to get James McCartan for his first guest. What a kick-off that will be for Stevie Poacher. I think it starts around 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the evening, Stevie. So a big thank you once again to everyone for tuning in this evening on Destination Uri. A big thank you to all our production team, Shauna, Sean, Dara, Nicky and Danny. And on behalf of myself, Patsy Russell, until we see you again, remember them 4 quarter-finals of the Down Senior Championship to be played on the 28th and 29th of September respectively. The 2 semi-finals, Warrenpoint and Tullyleash, and Drumgaff and Bosco, to be played on the following weekend, and no doubt we'll have for them on Destination Uri. So from Park Esler, it's goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.
Second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she is waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses asking about a scar, and I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying